Um, Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Teach Me Now. Guys, today I'll be explaining a question from Euclidean geometry. I know Euclidean geometry is a problem to most of us, actually, guys. So, hence I've decided to actually explain this question. So, while I'm explaining this question, guys, I will actually analyze the statement with you and try maybe to get information from the statement. I hope we all follow that. So you can just take your pen and a paper and just listen to me. Maybe this might be of good help. So now let's start. In the diagram, E, B, F, S, and P are points on the circle center. So there's a keyword circle, the keyword circle. As soon as I see the keyword circle, I think of a chord. As soon as I see the keyword center, I think of a radius as well as a diameter, right? So now let's go back to our question. Now let's go back to our actual question. Now we need to look for a chord, we need to look for a radius as well as the diameter. So if you can check there, we have our chord from E till F. That's our chord, right? And then now let's look for a radius. A radius is a line from center to circumference. So we have a line from center. Let me use a different color. We have a line from center. My line. Let me try to draw something proper. Sorry. So it's a line from center to circumference, right? That's good. So can we find our diameter? No, we don't have any diameter here. So what is the diameter? Diameter is a line from circumference to another circumference, but now it divides the circle into two equal halves. So it's just 2 times the radius. I hope you all understood that part. So now let me just erase because we don't have any diameter. I was just explaining the diameter. Nice. So now let's continue, guys, without wasting time. So as for me, guys, let's go down to the statement again. GB is a tangent to the circle at center B. GB is a tangent to the circle at center B. So now let me use a different color as well. Tangent, the keyword tangent says something to me. So they said GB is a tangent to the circle at B. So this is our tangent T. And this is our radius, right? So meaning that angle there is equals to 90 according to this. A radius, tangent is always perpendicular to a radius, right? I hope we all following, guys. Now let's continue, guys. So FE is produced to meet the tangent at G. Okay, that's good. OT is drawn such that T is the midpoint. T is the midpoint of EF. T is the midpoint of EF, meaning now ET is equals to TF, right? Since they said this is the midpoint, meaning ET is equals to TF. Therefore, we can conclude that angle OTF is equals to 90, as well as angle OTF E is equals to 90. OTF is equals to 90 degrees, as well as OTE is equals to 90 degrees. The reason line from center perpendicular to chord, right? It's perpendicular to chord. That's my D. Now let's continue, guys. GO and BO are drawn. BS is drawn through T. PS is parallel to GF. So now PS, here's our PS. They said PS is parallel to GF, right? Meaning that angle there is equals to S. So meaning angle GTB is equals to angle S here, right? Yes, we can also make that conclusion. So we need to say angle GTB is equals to angle S. The reason corresponding angles, because PS is parallel to GF. PS is parallel to GF, right? And we can also say S is equals to that angle there as well, right? Yes, I hope you all understood how I go about analyzing the sketches, right? So now, guys, because now it's quite dirty here, let me just remove some of the information here so that we can now start answering the actual question. So let's start, guys. Let's start. So, okay, cool. Now let's answer now the actual question, guys. Let's answer the actual question. Let me create a space quickly. Let me create a space for you guys so that we can actually start working. Nice. So the question is about proving that OTBG is a cyclic quad, right? OTBG is a cyclic quad. So how do we prove that? Remember we concluded, we said OTF is equals to 90, and we said OTG is equal to 90, or OTE is equals to 90, right? So how do we go about proving this then now? So we need to say, okay, G B O is equals to 90 degrees. G B O is equals to 90 degrees. Here's the 90 there, right? And then G T O is equals to 90 degrees as well, right? The reason here is let me do this. The reason here is tangent perpendicular to radius. Tangent perpendicular to radius. Tangent perpendicular to radius. Perpendicular to radius. And then the reason here as line from center perpendicular to chord, right? And then if these two are equal, then we've already created our same segment. We've already created our same segment. Can you see? Here's our same segment. Here's our same segment there. So we've proven now that OTBG is a cyclic quad. So there's a mark, and then conclusion. Therefore, OTBG is a cyclic quad because of same segment. I hope you all are following, guys. I hope you all are following. Honestly speaking, this is paramount important, guys. So now let's continue, guys. Now we need to prove that GOB is equal to S. GOB is equal to S. That waste of time. Since now we've proven that this is a cyclic quad, which means now we can expect same seg, right? Same segment. So let me try to erase so that we can at least have a clear diagram. Have a clear diagram, guys. So now that we know OTBG is a cyclic quad, now we can say, okay, cool, that's fine. Oh, okay, let me just move this a bit. Let me just move this a bit. Yeah, that's proper. That angle there, which is BOG and BTG are equal, right? So let me just write here. This is 9.2.2. So we can say BTG is equals to BOG. The reason same seg, right? Remember, the set you must prove that GOB is equals to S, right? Actually, let me just use GOB just to follow the question. Let me just use GOB just to follow the question. So I'll use MLGOB. I don't want to confuse you guys. So now we know that GOB is equals to BTG, right? But now, check something. This is parallel to that line, right? So meaning S is equals to BTG, right? So BTG is equals to S as well. And the reason corresponding angles, because PS is parallel to GF, right? And then as from there, now we can say GOB is equals to S. Proven. Done. I think now, guys, we've come to our end of the session, actually, guys. Thank you. I hope you all understand. Sharp. See you next time, guys.